We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Dakota Hudson will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
One out.
The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Daniels comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Striding in, Russell Daniels. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Daniels.
Here comes the first pitch. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Let's go, kid.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
The 2-1 home. Back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third. Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. And he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. The 1-1 home. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know run.
Now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Tyler O'Neill.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Daniels is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Coming to the plate now, Russell Daniels, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Daniels.
Come on, let it fly.
First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hard hit ball to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. So 2 on with 2 away, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Digging in now, Russell Daniels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Hit in the air to left field. Daniels is there, and he'll bring this one in. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Russell Daniels, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out. Four wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Adonis Medina claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tommy Parsons gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer in this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Batting 4.
Now at the plate, Russell Daniels, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Oh, big dog, right time.
Here's the first pitch to him. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to...
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored, and
Digging in, Russell
The bat.
Daniels. He
The
went
left
deep
fielder.
in his first at-bat. We'll
Russell.
see what he's got in store for us
Daniels.
here.
and that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other
Here we
than
go, one
that.
time like a big dog.
First offering on its way.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough.
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. Ready for another shot now.
Now
Russell
batting,
Daniels.
Left fielder, Russell Daniels.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And this is on the ground to short. Could
Get out,
be
get
2.
out, get out.
To
Get
second
out.
for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals 3. So here's the cleanup hitter,
Now
Russell
batting,
Daniels,
left
as he's
fielder,
got a chance to tie this
Russell.
ball game up with that
Daniels.
equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
That's out.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here's the 2-0.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Hard on the ground towards short. And that's a base hit as the run will score to tie our ball game at 6 apiece. And that'll bring up the Sacramento
The first
product,
baseman,
Rhys
number 17.
Hoskins. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Here you go.
Here's the 0-2. That's popped up. DeYoung
right,
onto
you're
the
here, you're
grass,
here, you're here.
but he won't get there. It falls in. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. And now a crucial
batting.
spot.
Catcher.
Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And in steps the
Real Muto.
catcher, JT
Hey,
Real
get your
Muto.
pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Digging in to try it again. Tommy Edman.
go.
He'll
Fourth
lead
base
off for the
fluid.
Redbirds here in their
The
half of
third
the
baseman.
6th inning.
Tommy Edman.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting,
Runner at second
left
now.
fielder,
Nobody out.
Tyler
And into bat next will be Tyler
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle
batter,
infielder
number
Paul
11.
DeYoung. 0
Shortstop,
for 3 with a couple of
Paul
strikeouts for him to this point in the
DeYoung.
ballgame. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Daniels will reach out with one hand to make the catch on. Next will be the cleanup
Leading
hitter,
off for
Russell
Philadelphia.
Daniels. He
The left
came through
fielder.
with an RBI
Russell.
single in his last at-bat.
Daniels.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. A solo shot here to left as they've taken a one-run lead.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them. Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching,
first for the
fielding, and hitting.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Who knows how long this will last.
On 13 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base.
And we've got a pinch hitter into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit with a runner at second and nobody out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Phillies, number 13, Russell Daniel.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Hey, no one better right now. Here you go.
0-1, here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, that's a real keen eye up there.
2 and 2.
Boy.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. Sir Anthony Dominguez, if the man.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's